First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. A scoop and score. The fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Vernon. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To throw on 2nd down, Vernon. And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 0.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 for 1. Here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third, Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Vernon. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Vernon. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14.
Lions, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
It's a gain of 67 yards. That's good for a Lion.
Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions, nothing.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 44, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw, Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10, Goff again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
We're good. We're good. It's 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First down and goal to go.
Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Vernon. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing on first down. Vernon. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Vernon. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake. Vernon. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vernon. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Caught left side Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But
under pressure, and down he goes.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Vernon. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on second and long. Goff. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. An extra defensive back in the game now here for third and 4. Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So a good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 12, Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. On second and goal, Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Nuwagu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Vernon. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Back to the ground, Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down, Vernon.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On the option to give to Swift here. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and 9, Goff.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
21 yards there on 3rd down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nuwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. There's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Off-play action. Vernon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Vernon. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. You get the fourth down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on fourth down, and that gets wiped out.
Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Goff now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
He's back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Back to throw.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up